Hello guys, welcome to a new series which has no name right now because ChatGPT gave us really bad names, but maybe you can help us if you know any good names, because the whole point of the series is to read your dilemmas to do with running and the gym, and then we're gonna, because we're experts at the gym and running, we're gonna answer them. But I forgot to ask for dilemmas. So we're reading running dilemmas from the Am I the Arsehole section on Reddit. I feel like I've seen Am I the Arsehole all over Reddit, but there's no running or gym focused ones, and I always get questions about certain situations in the gym, or even when I posted that reel the other day about those weird guys in the gym, people would tell me their own stories, and I thought it'd be a really, I don't know, like a fun thing to talk about, because we all have dilemmas in the gym and in running. I can't refilm this. I've tried to film this 3 times. I think because I'm on my period, I'm just not, I can't do it, okay? So we're gonna just get straight into it. Also, if I sound extra nasally, I've got a cold. That guy who always leaves hate comments on my videos saying you sound nasally, I sound extra nasally today. Enjoy. Am I the asshole for not being supportive of my girlfriend's decision to run a half marathon? I, 28 male, have a girlfriend, 28 female, that just recently decided to sign up for a half marathon come December. The reason why she signed up is because she doesn't want to go to an event that's also happening that day, so she has a built-in excuse. I feel like that's so much more effort. She asked me beforehand, and I told her I thought it was a bad idea. She doesn't like running, nor does she run, and she could find another excuse that isn't running a half marathon. But she still signed up anyways. She then told me she will follow a 12-week plan for running the half marathon that was given to her with a subscription. Use code TRENCHES for 2 weeks free on a runner. Here's the thing, I'm a runner in an elite running club. I've run over a dozen half marathons and countless 5Ks and 10Ks in my life. This summer I ran a 10K and a half marathon. I finished 5th overall in the 10K and 12th in my category for the half marathon.
He's trying to gas himself up.
I'm by no means a good runner. Good as in make a living running. I came 5th and 12th, I'm no good. Meanwhile, I'm like, I finished in the final 1% of my marathons. But I do know what I'm talking about. She's often talked about wanting to get in shape, which I've always encouraged but never pushed for. It's not my place. About a month ago, she started to go to bar classes. What's a bar class? So, about a month ago she started to go to bar classes and she's enjoying them. I've gone with her a couple of times too. So I assumed that going to bar classes was the final motivation she needed to sign up for the half marathon. Anyways, I've advised her to start walking and jogging now before she starts the 12-week program. I told her she needs to build a cardio base before she takes on a half marathon program that includes jogging, repetitions, intervals, long distance, hills, etc. She doesn't want to because she's not willing to stop going to bar classes and she gets tired doing 2 workouts a day. I told her that a half marathon is a lot of mileage and that she needed to get extra prepared so she doesn't get injured in the race. She said she's not interested in achieving a good time, me, and she just wants to finish even if it's walking. She said she has a cardio base from playing basketball growing up. She stopped playing basketball 8 years ago. I told her she made this commitment and she should take it more seriously. 12 weeks for a half marathon is a pretty standard program when you've been running and you want to hit your peak in the race, not when you're starting from scratch. That was the last straw, and she got really upset with me, saying I was trying to put her down, not being supportive of her, and that it's not easy when her boyfriend is in great shape and she isn't. At that point I apologised for making her feel that way and that I would drop it. I do want to find a better way to approach it, but I want to know, am I the asshole? I've got opinions about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like he's approaching it from the advanced, experienced runner.
Yeah.
Not the supportive boyfriend.
He doesn't want her to just be able to do it, because if he's put in so much work to be
like
so
his
good at it,
ego's
he's
fragile.
like, well, elite runners do this.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing that. And if she's saying, well, look, I don't care about my time, I don't care about this, I just want to do it.
If she was like, I care about my time, I want a good time and I want to do it like this, him being like, well, if you want a good time, you need to do all these different things. But he's approaching it from like I'm an elite runner and you should be doing it.
Well, no, he's not elite. He's just
he's
just top 5 and top 12.
Top 12. But he's not that good.
I think overall he's probably the arsehole. Not necessarily just because of what he's done, but how he's done it.
Actually, check. You're the arsehole, but it's not that big of a deal. She said she's not interested in achieving a good time. You're coming at this from the perspective of someone who thinks races are a serious business. She just wants to do it to do it. She doesn't want to take it too seriously. She wants to enjoy it and do it at her own pace on her own time. Yeah, so other people, like, I did a 10-miler whilst recovering from pneumonia and my best friend was 6 months pregnant. We stopped for donuts and still didn't finish last. Some people just want to have fun. And also the swag was a crown. I don't know what that means. As in,
maybe
they
the
felt
bits
cool.
you get. I thought it was like the things they.
I don't know.
Like instead of a medal they got a crown.
Of swag.
No, like the swag they got was a crown.
Oh, no, I thought they were maybe saying like because they felt so like they had so much swag. That was a crown in itself.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I didn't. Am I the arsehole for telling my sister-in-law that she didn't actually run a marathon?
What does that mean? Like, does she? In my head, I'm like, maybe she walked bits, because that's rude.
I've been a runner for as long as I can remember. I absolutely love it. I want running to continue growing as a competitive activity and as a just for fun hobby.
Okay.
I encourage and support newcomers to running, but recently I encountered a situation where I felt gatekeeping was necessary. My sister-in-law got into running last year and she absolutely fell in love with it as well.
Aww.
Since I'm also a runner, I decided I could connect with her on the topic. I wanted to hear about her runs, her progress, and maybe offer some helpful guidance if she wanted it. So at a family gathering, I asked her about running.
Okay.
After a bit of conversation, she mentioned to me that she ran a marathon. I was quite surprised. She ran a marathon after only getting into running a year ago. That's amazing. What incredible dedication and drive, I thought to myself.
He's actually writing this like, yeah, whatever.
I was about to praise her for this incredible accomplishment, but then she explained this marathon in detail. It was a virtual marathon that she started late last year and apparently completed this year. Basically, it was an app-based event where you tally up your running distances until you reach 42.2 kilometers or 26.2 miles. I chuckled slightly and told her that it's great that she told chuckling is a move. And told her that it's great she told 42 kilometers in that time frame, but it doesn't count as a marathon. I told her that a marathon has time limits for completion, usually 6 to 8 hours. If they don't, then I can claim multiple ultra marathons via the aggregate distances I run in my life.
Aggregate?
She didn't take this well, called me a bully, an elitist, and a few other things. I apologise for upsetting her, but I stand by what I said. She didn't run a marathon, I didn't press the subject at all, and left it at that. She wouldn't speak to me the rest of the gathering. My wife agrees with me, despite not being a runner herself. She said her sister overreacted. Their mother said that I should have just let my sister-in-law believe that she ran a marathon. Maybe, I don't know. She's 23 years old, without any impairments. Validating her marathon...
Means nothing.
Validating her marathon would feel similar to lying to a child to boost their confidence. The difference is, she's not a child. Am I the asshole?
That's complicated. I thought the dilemma was going to be like, she
did
walked
it,
or she did it in 10 hours. And because sometimes I get comments when I say I ran the marathon and I ran it in like 5 hours 50. People are like, you didn't run it, like you walked it. So that's what I thought that was going to be. I'm like worried about what these comments will say, but I feel like that's not wrong.
I think the chuckling at her was rude. I don't think they're the asshole because she hasn't ran a marathon. Yeah. She's done a marathon distance, which I think is different.
An accumulative
distance. I think it's still an achievement and it's still something really cool and something she should be proud of. But
it's not
it
the
wouldn't
same.
Be it's
that's like saying my shakeout run before the marathon on top of my marathon the next day. I've done an ultra.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say I've done an ultra.
Yeah.
It's still crazy.
Yeah, it's still really good and it's impressive.
It's
and
not the same.
Good for her that she did it.
Yeah.
But I think when you say it, people are like, oh crap, like you've, you know, done that distance, been on your feet for that length of, like a crazy length of time. I don't think they were an asshole. I think by without any impairments, maybe they meant like she... I don't know. like she can run. Like I don't get it.
You see what people said?
Yeah.
What's the thing? Not the arsehole. Someone said I ate a whole cow after many years of hamburgers. Don't rain on my parade. Don't care if it was timed, but at least it needs to be done in one continuous activity. I think that's like, yeah, like, doesn't matter if it takes 12 or 15 hours.
Because it's sort of like I think not the arsehole, but the chuckling I would have been pissed off with.
So, am I the arsehole? Sorry, I got sniffly. That's it. Am I the arsehole for refusing to start tracking my runs, even though my boyfriend, who's also a runner, wants to see my stats? My boyfriend and I are both runners, though we don't run often together because he's a morning bird and likes to run at 5 or 6 a.m. Jesus.
Australian, probably.
What? Yeah, before he goes to work. And I'm a night owl who likes to run just before sunset. See, I'm still not that either, because if I don't go in the first thing in the morning, which for me is like 10 a.m, I'm not going. Nowadays, he loves to track his runs. He's an Apple Watch. He has an Apple Watch and loves digging into his heart rate data, speed, time, etc. He's using a training plan that he sticks to, and it sounds like he spends a lot of time on his runs, thinking about technique and his training plan. I'll just go out and run whatever speed feels good that day, for however long feels good that day. I'll go wherever looks cool or scenic. It really varies depending on my mood and energy level, but I usually run for 30 to 60 minutes, varying my speed a lot. My longest runs are usually if I'd smoked a bowl before. What?
That's weird.
I thought they meant like, I was thinking like smoked salmon bowl.
No. So it got hired and they just wander around.
As long as runs usually if I'd smoked a bowl before, and it makes me lose track of time and enjoy being outdoors. I like to think or meditate on things when I run. She's just high, going out for a run. Her heart rate's probably like
she's walking
50.
around the garden in a circle.
No, she's imagining she's out running, but she's actually not. I guess we always both assumed he was the better runner, till we decided to do a half marathon charity race together. Oh, his ego's gonna be so bruised. And I just had a much easier time. We ran side by side, but I wasn't getting out of breath as often. I ended up slowing down for him most of the race to stay with him. And
it's giving us.
No, he's giving you. You don't run, and you're like ahead of me. And I was genuinely surprised, because I kind of just use running to help with my anxiety. I don't care how the run goes, just nice to be outdoors and feel connected with my body. But my boyfriend really wanted to know how I did it. He thought I must have been doing something to train. I joked that I hadn't really, I just ran whenever I felt anxious or restless, and work's been making me feel a lot recently. Since then, every time I've gone running, he's wanted me to use an app to track my route and pace, or borrow his Apple Watch. I don't really want to do that. I feel like tracking and analysing things would ruin my fun. But literally every time he's gotten annoyed at me, even saying stuff in a kind of joking way, but still, that he talked to his running buddies and untracked runs don't count. And it's basically sacrilege. What's that?
I've heard that word before. Is violation or misuse of what is regarded as sacred.
Oh, what? What, are they in a cult?
Sacred running.
A running cult. And on a more serious note, don't you want to know your progress? I said about how we do a few races a year and I can see my progress that way because they time you. He said he just wanted to know how I was training, get some tips from me, and I told him, honestly, just smoke a little weed or have an espresso first. Put on a classical music playlist and go for wherever looks prettiest, and maybe it's the enjoyment of the thing that really helps. But I guess he didn't want to try that because he just kept nagging at me to try his Apple Watch. I feel like he's probably feeling insecure. I ran better in the race and he's trying to make sense of it. So maybe I'm being too stubborn about not wanting to try it. Am I the arsehole for not tracking my runs when my runner boyfriend wants to see it?
I have got my views
What do
pretty
you
decided.
think?
I think not the arsehole at all.
I think not the arsehole too. His ego is
I think
hurt.
it's all just his ego being bruised.
He's
and
so upset.
I think he was just expecting to run better than her because he does all this stuff.
All the stuff, yeah.
And then I think because he's so crazy into it, he doesn't want to let it go that she could just happen to run and do better.
Yeah. I'm assuming they've probably spoke about runs. And
he's
their
he's
conversations
the
have been angled.
bollocks.
Like, especially because she was saying they both think that he's better.
They both assumed it, yeah.
So they've both clearly, like, had conversations. And he's like saying, yes, I tracked my heart rate today and it was like 159. And then they've gone out for this half marathon and he's like, oh, like, this is hard.
Like...
And she's just literally running like no tomorrow. And I think his ego's definitely hurt. Like, the fact he spoke to his friends about it, being
Bringing
like,
it up,
basically
like...
doesn't count. And it's like, what?
Yeah. If he was saying like, oh, like, I just want some tips and tricks, I want to see how you're training,
Yeah.
that's one thing. But if he's then also like, you're basically not even running though, like,
It's
it doesn't count.
rude. Right, should we see what the comments say?
Yeah.
What did I just read, lol? Not the arsehole whatsoever. Your boyfriend's insecure and envious.
Yeah.
The fact you had an easier time in the race probably hurt his fragile ego. Untracked runs don't count is utter bullshit. You don't have to track your runs, stand your ground. And I actually agree with that because it's like, if you don't want to track your heart rate and stuff, because one thing I have noticed, I've said this to you about how when I first started running, I had a way more fun time because I had no idea what heart rate meant. I had no idea like what distances meant. So when I was just running, I was actually just running to run and I was just having fun. Whereas now I know what a 10k is. I'm like, oh, I have to go out for a 90-minute run. And you're like, oh, I don't want to go. Like, wow, we actually agreed with everyone. Well, everyone agreed with us.
Yeah.
That would have been awkward if we
were like,
because I wonder if that'll happen.
This girl's stupid, and we look at her like, oh.
This girl's the arsehole. It's like, oh, okay, right. I'm sorry about the lighting today, guys. I'm really, really sorry. We will find a better location to film.
Yeah.
As in, it's either this room or that room, because there's only 2 rooms. But
which means other room tomorrow.
Room
next time.
Next time, yeah. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any gym or running dilemmas, it doesn't have to be necessarily to do with time of running or gym. It could even be like, I don't know, like, did you meet someone in a gym and there's a dilemma to do with that? Like, it can literally be anything.
It doesn't even have to be a dilemma with other people.
No, it doesn't.
That you're
it could be
with.
yeah, it can be a personal dilemma as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry Peter was given a ghost. Let us know if you liked it, and I'll send your dilemmas to this address, which I will have made today. Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna do your little...
I don't do that anymore.